All right, welcome in everyone. I am so incredibly excited to share this explainer with you today. We are diving headfirst into the real science, the hard data, and clinical results behind what I think is a truly fascinating product, the Dr. Groot Scalp Revitalizing Solution and Hair Thickening Shampoo. So if you've been searching for a genuinely science-backed approach to your hair routine, well, you're exactly where you need to be. Let's just jump right in and see what the data has to say.
So, I want to kick things off with a pretty fundamental question. Are you actually treating your hair, or are you treating your scalp? You know, it sounds like a bit of a trick question, but it's really the foundational premise of everything we're looking at today. For literally decades, we've been handed products that just kind of paint over the problem, right? They coat the strands to make them look glossy for a day. But think about it. If a plant in your garden is wilting, you don't just spray the leaves with water, you nourish the soil. And honestly, the exact same logic applies to us. If we want healthier hair, we've got to flip the script and reframe our daily routine as scalp care.
Which brings us to Section 1, the hair thinning struggle.
Let's be real for a second. We really need to acknowledge this struggle because it is just so incredibly common. I mean, so many of us are stuck in this exhausting, endless cycle, trying to pump volume into thin, damaged, or just hopelessly dry hair. It feels like fighting a losing battle against flatness and breakage, doesn't it? But here's the crucial thing to remember. This is absolutely not just an aging issue. Hair thinning, damage, and dryness, that can hit any of us at literally any stage of life. Stress, the environment, our diets, it all plays a massive role. And that's exactly why Dr. Groot formulated this liquid solution to be suitable for literally all age ranges. So whether you're in your 20s and dealing with stress shedding, or you're in your 60s looking to bring some life back to thinning strands, this data is for you.
Moving right along to Section 2, the Dr. Groot Solution.
Okay, so how does this brand actually tackle that whole wilted plant problem we just talked about? Well, instead of just slapping a Band-Aid on the symptom, this specific liquid formula goes straight to the literal root of the problem. It focuses super heavily on the scalp's ecosystem to actually promote more voluminous, healthy-looking hair from the ground up. It's a systemic fix, not a superficial one. And the really crucial part here is what they actually put into the bottle to make that happen, and honestly, what they leave out. The Dr. Groot formula is just remarkably clean. It is 100% free from parabens, free from sulfates, and completely gluten-free. By ditching those harsh stripping chemicals that usually just end up irritating your scalp, they leave plenty of room for a super active, powerful formula that cleanses without any of that annoying collateral damage.
All right, let's look at Section 3, what's inside the bottle.
To actually support hair growth and really get that circulation going, a shampoo has to nail 3 specific things. It needs to gently exfoliate, it has to thoroughly cleanse, and it absolutely must deeply hydrate the scalp. And this formula pulls that off using some serious powerhouse ingredients: biotin, caffeine, rosemary oil, and prebiotics. And these aren't just thrown in randomly. This specific lineup works together beautifully. Caffeine and rosemary, well, they're famous for boosting circulation, rushing those essential nutrients straight to your hair follicles. Then you have biotin stepping in to actually help strengthen the hair structure itself. And those prebiotics, they are clinically proven to improve your overall scalp condition, balancing that microbiome so healthier, stronger-looking hair can actually thrive. Quick time out for a sensory break here. Because, hey, the science is amazing, but your daily shower experience definitely matters too, right? This isn't one of those harsh, medicinal-smelling treatments that makes you feel like you're in a pharmacy. The shampoo actually has this fantastic, refreshing orange-geranium scent. It seriously elevates the whole routine, turning what could just be a functional scalp treatment into a genuinely pleasant spa-like experience every morning.
Section 4, the clinical results. And spoiler alert, these are visible in just 2 weeks. Okay, I am so excited for this part of the explainer. Great ingredients and amazing scents are awesome, sure, but we want the cold, hard data. Does it actually work? Well, looking at the clinical studies provided by the brand, let's start off with a truly massive number, 169%. The data shows that Dr. Groot Hair Thickening Shampoo improves scalp moisture by an unbelievable 169% in just 14 days. Think back to our soil analogy earlier. This level of intense, deep hydration is the absolute secret to overall hair health. Because at the end of the day, a hydrated scalp is a resilient scalp, and that's exactly where strong hair starts.
But it doesn't just pump in moisture, it clears out the junk too. The formula reduces pore clogging buildup by 76%. I mean, just think about all the heavy styling products, the excess natural oils, the dead skin cells that are literally suffocating your hair follicles day in and day out. By clearing away 76% of that nasty buildup, it massively soothes the scalp and opens up a clear, healthy runway for new growth.
And right here, this huge drop we see illustrates what is arguably the most striking statistical claim in this entire dataset. Because your hair gets stronger from the biotin and your scalp gets healthier thanks to the prebiotics and rosemary, users saw an 82.2% reduction in hair loss due to breakage. Let me say that again. That means over 80% of the hair that normally would have just snapped off and washed right down your shower drain stays exactly where it belongs, on your head, giving you that full, voluminous look.
Now, it is always a huge relief when you see clinical lab data actually backed up out there in the real world. This product holds a super impressive 4.4 out of 5 stars, and that's based on 1,682 reviews on Amazon. So over 1,600 real users have taken this formula into their own showers and completely validated those clinical results with their own great experiences.
Section 5. 3 Steps to Revitalize.
Now, obviously, all this top-tier clinical data doesn't mean a thing if the product is a total pain to use. But thankfully, the brand kept things incredibly simple, empowering you to actually take control of your scalp health without making your shower an hour long. It's just a simple 3-step process. First up, just apply a good amount of the liquid shampoo directly to your wet hair and scalp. Second, and listen, this is the absolute most critical step here, gently massage it in. You really want to work up a rich lather to deeply clean and exfoliate the scalp, making sure those powerhouse ingredients can really get in there and do their job. And finally, step 3, just rinse it thoroughly with water. Literally, that is it. Super easy to drop into your routine.
Oh, and just a really quick but important reminder from the folks at Dr. Groot. Once you've squeezed out the very last drop of those prebiotics and rosemary oil, please be sure to recycle the empty bottle. It's a tiny step, sure, but definitely a necessary one to keep our routines as clean for the planet as they are for our scalps.
All right, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought, something to really chew on. Is your routine ready for a revitalization? We've walked through the massive 169% boost in moisture, that crazy 82.2% drop in breakage, and the super clean active ingredients that actually make it all possible. Just consider how shifting your mindset from just washing your hair to actually treating your scalp could totally transform your long-term hair health. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and unpacking all this data today. Keep learning, keep asking those great questions, and I will see you in the next explainer.